Okay, so let us start. So in this video, I will not just be dealing with the questions. My agenda won't be just solving the questions. In fact, I'll be telling you how you should approach an exam, what should be your thought process as well. Okay. So let's start with question number 1. Three workers, Tarak, Palak and Jatak, are appointed to do a job. They started the job together, but Jatak left after 12 days. So 12 days when 60% of the job done. Okay. So two three things should come into your mind as soon as you see these figures. Okay, 12% in 12 days, all of the three can do 60% of the job. Okay, so as soon as you see this, what this should strike in your mind. Okay, so in 12 days they have done 60% work. So in 100 days, 100% work, how many time? 12 by 60 into 100, so it is 20 days. Okay, so immediately first equation you should have formed, and that would have been 1 by t plus 1 by p plus 1 by j equal to 1 by 20, right? And with this 60%, the complement of this should come into your mind is 40%. That 40% job is still left. Okay, the remaining job was completed by Tarak and Palak in 10 days. Okay, so as you thought here that about 60%, similarly you will think about this. So these 40% work by Tarak and Palak was done in 10 days. So 100% will be done in how much days? 40%, 100, or next 40 also 10. So 80% and 20% left means by 2 of this. So 10 by 2. So 25 days. Okay. So 1 by Tarak plus 1 by Palak is 1 by 25 days. Okay. So ऐसे इक्वेशन लिखने का एक फ़ायदा है कि you can spot that you will find the value of j. So this is directly 25 into 4, 20 into 5. So 1 by j equal to 1 by 100. Okay. J equal to 100. So number of days for j we got. Okay. One more point we have, the efficiencies of Tarak and Palak are 3:7. So number of days will be, Tarak by Palak will be 7x, 3x. Okay. Now the question is the number of days required by the fastest worker. Okay. So we have an equation for for Tarak in Tarak and Palak. Substitute that over here. Okay. So 1 by 7x plus 1 by 3x equal to 1 by 25. Okay. So 7 by 21x, 10x equal to 1 by 25. Okay. Oh, sorry, not 10x. So 21x will basically be 250. Okay. Now our question is number of days required by the fastest worker to complete 70% of the job. Okay. We know that the efficiencies of these two people are 3 and 7. Okay. So since higher the efficiency, the higher the person is. We don't need the name of the person, so leave Tarak and Palak. Okay. So we know that faster will be either it will be J or will be this guy with 7. Okay. Because this guy with 3 cannot be fastest. I mean. Okay. So let us find the value of this 7. Okay. So this will basically be number of days for the person with 7 is 3x days. Okay. So we have 21x equal to 250. To convert this into 3x, we will divide by 7. So this will be 3x equal to 25 by 7. So this will be somewhat 3 point something. Okay. 30 point I mean. And this is 100. So for sure this is the fastest person. Okay. So 250 by 7 will be the time required for him to do. Okay. So for 70% work, time will be this. Solve this, 25. So 25 is the answer to this question. That's it. Okay. This should be your thought process while solving. Okay. Let us do another question. In an arithmetic progression, the sum of first 5 terms of and the product of first 5 terms of this. If one number is this, then the greatest number is this. Okay. Okay. So 2-3 things I spotted as I was solving. Greatest number, and I spotted this thing, sum of 5 numbers of AP. Okay. As soon as you see this 5 numbers sum diya, okay? So we'll try to eliminate maximum numbers. Okay. So in such cases, whenever it is like this, so we'll take numbers of the format so that all terms get eliminated, only the first term remains. By first term I mean the first term of the AP. So it is possible when we take the middlemost term as A. Okay. So we'll try to take such that such terms like one lesser value of this and this, these two get compromised. Again with these two gets compromised, so that we are left with only the first term. Okay. First term of the AP. Okay. Like A value. Okay. So what the terms we will take? We'll take A minus 2D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 2D. Okay. These will be the sum of AP. Adding them all will get 25. These gets cancelled. As I told, they will get compromised. So 5A equal to 25. So A we got as 5, right? So we got the value of A as 5. Okay. Now we know that the product is 2520. Okay. So A minus B, A plus B wala dikh raha hoga. So directly I am writing that step. Okay. 5 square minus 4D square. Okay. In place of A I have substituted this into 5 square minus D square. into 5 square equal to how much? 2520. Okay. Now our question is find the greatest number among the first 5 number. Okay. So we know that since as of now we don't know anything about the nature of D. Nature means it will be positive or negative. We have no clue about this. Okay. Now and we have to maximize the number, the greatest number we have to maximize. Okay. So so to get the greatest number, and it is given that one of these 5 numbers is -1/2. Okay. So this number will, if we take at the extreme end, because since this is a negative number and we want to maximize the other number, so at the any end we have to take that number. Okay. So either this end or this end, and then we have to check and satisfy. Okay. So suppose that I have taken a plus 2d equal to -1/2. Okay. A we know is 5. 5 plus 1/2 equal to 2d. D equal to 11/2 into 2, 4. Okay. So as soon as you plug in it over here, and then here from here you can spot greatest number will basically be, in that case will be what? Greatest number in that case will be like this we have turned out to be smallest, so this will be the greatest. Okay. So there it will be a minus 2d. Okay. A is 5, 2d will be 11/4. Okay. Here you can spot that कि हमें एक इंटीजर नहीं मिल रहा है, लेकिन क्वेश्चन एक इंटीजर है. ठीक है. These are some of the methods like which you can apply in exam. ये फालतू चीज़ सॉल्व करने के बजाय डी यहाँ पे अप्रोच करो. ठीक है. डी रखा हमने 11/4. हमने देखा कि लाइक वी आर एंड गेटिंग इंटीजर. ओके. तो ये आंसर तो नहीं होगा फॉर श्योर. ओके. सो एज टोल्ड इधर ये टर्म मैक्स लेते हैं हमें. अब हम ये ले लेंगे. ठीक है. a minus 2d इक्वल टू -1/2. सो a plus 1/2 इक्वल टू 2d इक्वल. ठीक है. और वॉज देयर अ मिस्टेक ओवर हियर? 2d. यस, देयर वाज अ मिस्टेक ओवर हियर. इट वाज -2d. ओके. So suppose that we have taken -2d over here. Okay. And here we are taking +2d. फिर वही मिस्टेक हो जाएगा. a 2d plus. ठीक है. हाँ okay. Suppose, so we have supposed that. Okay. So suppose this was -2d. Okay. Now here we are taking +2d. Okay. So this will be 2d will basically be how much? -1/2 plus a equal to 5. Okay. So 2d we got this. So 5 minus 1/2. 2 5 are 10. 9/2. Okay. So 2d we got 9/2. D will be 9/4. Okay. Now our question is the greatest number among them. Greatest will be a plus 2d. कुछ गलती हो रहा है. I'll come to this later on. First of all, बाकी क्वेश्चन डील कर. ठीक है. ABC is an equilateral triangle. Let D be a point on BC. Okay. So ABC is an equilateral triangle. D be a point on BC such that the ratio of area of triangle ABD to ADC. Okay. So see one thing. Ratio of area of triangle ABD. So you can see that ABD, ADC. So base जो है हमारा common. ABD, D somewhere over here है. So base हमारा common है. So it lies on the same base. Okay. So if you draw a perpendicular to this base, that will act as a height for this triangle as well as this triangle. Okay. So we can say that area ratio will basically be base ratio. Okay. So these are points somewhere over here. This ratio will be 3:1. Okay. Now if the length of AD is 13, then the length of side of triangle ABC. So what we can do is we can draw perpendicular. Okay. Think like इसमें कर क्या सकते हैं. We have to find the value of side of the triangle ABC. Okay. So like something कुछ दिख नहीं रहा है, लेकिन बीच में हमें ये दिख रहा है कि इसमें एक लाइन ये डला हुआ और ये थोड़ा रेशियो वगैरह पता है, तो परपेंडिकुलर डाल के we can apply Pythagoras theorem and we can solve. Okay. So this is an equilateral triangle, remember. So as soon as we draw perpendicular, this perpendicular won't be only perpendicular. This will be a perpendicular bisector. Okay. So suppose this complete side is 4x. So this half will be 2x and this complete will be 2x. Okay. And we know that wait 3:1 2:1. Okay. Yes. AD is to DC. Yes, we know that this complete is 2x and this particular part is x because okay. So this will be how much? This will be x. Okay. And one more thing, we know that height of an equilateral triangle is √3/2 side of equilateral triangle. Okay. So side of equilateral triangle is 4x. So this will be 4x. So this will be 2. So 2√3x. So height we got 2√3x. Okay. So now see 2√3x मिल गया, base मिल गया, hypotenuse is 13. Bingo. You have to solve. Okay. So this will be 13 square. This will be 2 2 4 4 3 12. 13x square. Okay. 13 gets cancelled. X becomes √3. Our question is side of triangle. Side of triangle is, remember, 4x. So 4√13 is the answer to this question. Easy one it was. Okay. Your thought process after seeing the figure, this everything I told. Okay. Coming to this one, this is also good one. see, a equal to 6b equal to 12c. Okay, so a equal to 6b equal to 12c. in this suppose that this is k. Okay, so अब एक साइड में लिख लो सारे टर्म्स एक ही चीज़ में, मतलब k के फॉर्म में. ओके, सो a इज k, b विल बी k by 6, c विल बी k by 12. ओके, अब वी हैव d and e as well, so इनको भी विल ट्राई टू कन्वर्ट इन k with the help of what? With the help of 2b. Okay, so 2b, b we know is k by 6, so k by 6 equal to 9d. Okay, so this gets cancelled, 2 3 6, so d can be written as k by 27. ठीक, now c, what is this? E also we have to convert, sorry this was c only. E also we have to convert using this, so 2b equal to 12e, so e equal to b value is how much? K by 6, and this is k by 6, and this is 12, right? So e came out to be k by 36. Okay, so e came out to be k by 36. Okay. One thing you notice that it is given that a b c d e are integers. Okay, if a b c are integers, then minimum possible value for k will be what? It will basically be LCM of 36, 27, 12, 6, because then only it will get cancelled and we'll get an integer. Okay, so basically it is LCM of all these bases. Okay, so we know that if we consider LCM of 36, 12 and 6 will automatically come inside, because these are the subset, these are the factors. Okay, so 27 won't be, so 27 we have to consider. Okay, so 36 can be written as 9 into 4, this can be written as 9 into 3, 9 common outside, this will be 4 and this will be 3. Okay, so k's minimum value will be 9 into 4 into 3. Okay, this is the value of k, minimum value of k. Now let us come to the option. Then which of the following pair contains a number that is not an integer? Okay, first is a by 27. We know that a is k, and k is LCM of 27 and 36, so 27 will get cancelled, so this will always be an integer. Coming to b by e will basically be k by 6 and k by 36, so this will automatically be integer, so this option is gone. Second option, a by 36, again we know that k is the LCM of 27 and 36, so this will automatically get cancelled. Now c by e means k by 12 and e is k by 36, again we'll get 3, so this option is also gone. Now a by 12, again we know that a by 12 won't be, and bd by 18, b value is how much? K by 6, d is k by 27 and by 18. K's minimum value is 9 into 4 into 3, so 9 into 4 into 3 divided by 6 into 27 into 18, so 9 to 18, what is this I have written? 6 into 2 into 3, 6 into 27. Okay, 6 into 27 into 18. Okay, again I am writing. K's minimum value is how much? 9 square, 4 square, 3 square. This is value of k, we have k square. Okay, and here we have 6 into 27 into 18. Okay, so 9 square can be written as 9 into 9, and here we have 3 square. Okay, 9, 3, 27 gets cancelled, and 6 gets 3 to 6, and this gets cancelled, and from here 9 to 18, and this gets cancelled. Okay, so this will be an integer, so this option is also gone. Only we are left with d, and this is the answer. See how it is. C by d value will be what? C will be k by 12 and d will be k by 27. Okay, so here you can easily see that c by d won't be an integer. Okay, so fourth is the answer to this question. Okay, last one, and then we'll again come back to one question which we left. Okay, this is the question. Let a and b be the real numbers. If a minus a, this is what is the value of b. Okay, so question padha. We have seen that this is a cubic equation. Okay, we know the roots, and something is asked about coefficient. Okay, so immediately we should know, we should spot that here what will be used? Relation in coefficient and roots of a cubic polynomial. Okay, so two roots are a minus a, and let the third root be k. Okay, so when we take one root at a time, then like if x to the power n it is, when we add all the root, then we will take the coefficient of x to the power n minus 1 upon xn minus. Okay, start with minus, like minus plus minus, it alternates. This is the fashion in which it alternates. Okay, so some of the roots will be a minus a k, so k will basically be how much? Minus of b by 2. Okay, you have to find the value of b, so b equal to minus 2k. Okay, now take two roots at a time, so a minus a k, two roots at a time means minus a square ak minus ak, so that is cancelled. Okay, so we can write it as minus a square. So 2 root lesser time means positive of this, so minus 6 by 2. Minus 6 by 2. So a square can be written as 3. Now product of all the three roots, so minus a square k. This will be minus of 9 by 2. So minus of 9 by 2. Okay, solve this. A square is 3, so 3 put 3, so this will be 3. A square is 3, so 339. So k we got as 3 by 2. Value of b will be how much? 2 into 3 by 2. So minus 3 is the answer to this question. That's it. These are all the questions. Now let us come back to question number 2 and see what mistakes we were making. Okay, let me erase this first. Approach I will still be using the same. Okay, till here we were clear that a we got as 5. Okay, a we got as 5. Now we were taking the extreme numbers to be minus 1 by 2. Okay, so a plus 2d equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay, so 2d will be minus 1 by 2 minus a. Okay, so minus 1 by 2 minus 5. Okay, so this will be, yes, we got this, 2d equal to minus 11 by 2. Okay, 2d we got as minus 11 by 2. Then the question is, this we are supposed to be smallest number, so highest number will be a minus 2d. Okay, so a is 5 and 2d we got as plus 11 by 2, right? 2d we got as minus 11 by 2, so this will be plus 11 by 2, 2 5 are 10, 21 by 2. We aren't getting it, leave it. Again, this next method. Okay, next way, a minus 2b equal to minus 1 by 2, so 2d will be a plus 1 by 2, right? So this will be again we will be getting 11 by 2. What mistake are we making? Let me come to this. Okay, so since we aren't getting integer in this case, so we will have to move for one lesser value. Okay, so suppose if we take a minus d by 2 as minus 1 by 2, then then d by 2 will be a plus 1 by 2. Sorry, a minus d equal to, so d will be a plus 1 by 2 in that case. Okay, d will be a plus 1 by 2. A is 5, 2 5 10, 11 by 2. Okay, so d we got as 11 by 2. Okay, now let us look for the highest term. Highest term in that case is a plus 2d still. So a plus 2d, a is 5 and 2d will be 11. So 11 plus 5, 16 is the answer question. Okay, so this was a bit good question. What we have to do was, first we'll check for the last term, but we weren't getting integer, so that case was discarded. So from there we went on for the one lesser term, and there it satisfied, so that we have taken. Okay, so this was the set. I hope it is clear. These are all the 5 questions, and I hope all those are clear.